Oh, they're not fully formed up though. Let me get something that...
Gardez vos rangs.
Okay, so we're going to take 2 of those. Put them in an army. Who are we going to put in there? We want someone decent. Philippe Leclerc. Well, he's got the armor officer as well. This one, for supply consumption minus, this might be the good one. I'm going to put him in. And then let's pick... I've got one decent load of tanks, so let's add that in as well. And for the sake of it, 1 cavalry. Right, that is going to be my volunteer force. Let's see how this goes. Send volunteers. We're going to send... And air volunteers. Send! Let's get stuck in. Have you seen that you can create your own tank, just like creating the ships? No, I haven't seen that. Is that new as well? Well, there's so much new stuff. Where do we go and do that? Is it under production? Build armoured vehicles. Right, okay. So you can mess around with it. I mean, I don't know whether it's worthwhile to do so. I think for this playthrough, certainly for now, until we get something better later on, I'll just stick with the default ones. If we pick like a light tank chassis, and then we can pick petrol electric engines, diesel engines. Okay, I'm going to pretend we're going to build this, but we're obviously not. Welded armor, riveted, cast armor. Go for cast armor. Does that make a sonar ping sound? Suspension, track suspension. Let's go for Christie suspension. We've got in the way of turrets. A 2-man turret, a 3-man turret. This isn't going to be a very light tank. Medium armaments, a medium howitzer. A secondary turret with a small cannon. A secondary turret with a small cannon. A radio. And what can we have? Additional machine guns, wet ammunition, sloped armor, smoke launchers, sloped armor. That would be an absolute beast of a tank. I don't think we need the extra turrets, but that sounds like fun. It doesn't, and we can just choose a model for it. Okay. Interesting. I don't think we're going to do much with that, but it's interesting. Should we make an IS-3? It's nice that they put that in, though. It adds another element to the game. Right, so my aircraft. What have we got? Give me a... There's got to be a... Do we not control an airfield? Hang on. It's not an airfield in Spain that we can send our things to. There's this one. That's not ours, though. Oh, okay. That's very curious. Do we really not have an airfield on our side? So, I'm sending air volunteers, but unless they don't... I don't know. I don't know what the deal is with that. Oh, now it's showing up. Okay, that's fine. I just couldn't see it before. I thought that was going to be wrong. So we definitely want to put some stuff in here. How much? We can have 131. So I think we're just going to go for all bombers. Now, having said that, it is worth putting some fighters in, isn't it? Because we're going to have enemy planes as well. Let's put them... I don't want to end up... Put them over there. And we're going to go ground attack, close air support in this area. And then let's split off... Actually, let's just make a new load of 31 fighters there. I'm not going to break up the train, guys. I can't create them. Maybe I can do it here. Can I split some of these off? Or just make a new one? Do I have no fighters? I'd have to do these. Do you know what? Forget it. It's not worth the hassle. Let's just send the bombers over. Yes, we'll need more trains as well for later. We'll definitely lose some when we get the crap bombed out of us. I need the factories. Desperately need the factories. Right, we've done a bit of work in that. Where are we up to? We're going to be going into fights now. I should probably have the radio. What's this one? This is air experience. So they've changed the colours up here. Protect the rights of man. The Freedom Front. Change in popularity of democracy. And reduces, gets event. Protests descend into violence. That's like a tiny change. Does that not... hang on, is that not a daily change? Or a weekly change? Let's leave that for now. Let's review foreign policy. This will get us a ton of political power, which I do desperately need anyway. So we should get a message when our troops arrive. And we're going to keep them out of this bit, because this is where it's going to go horribly wrong. Let's drop this down a bit now so we've got time to focus on this. Where have they gone? Is this it? Right, let's... General's not there. Where can we break through and just grab something? And with the usual, the best bet is to go for massive swings and cut off. We can try and cut all that lot off. Or we can try and do a cut off through here. And then this would be much easier to defend, wouldn't it? Let's get down here. I'm guessing we're just going to use their supplies. Right then, we just wait for that cohesion to recover. And then we're going in. Straight in, and I'm going to try and cut through up here to try and just cut this off. And it'll just allow the Republicans a much better front line to command. And if we can cut them down across here as well, cut their cities off, it'll be good. So, looks like we're going in. Mechanical computing. Nice. What are we in? We're in 36 still. We might want some better infantry weapons if we're going to go into a fight. So let's take those. And hopefully we'll get some good XP out of this. Are we ready? We're going to be going in the mountains here, which isn't brilliant. That really looks like a bad attack, doesn't it? But my guys haven't got in yet. The reserves aren't in there. There we go. That should start to swing in my favour, I hope. It's not a brilliant place. This would have been a better place to attack, actually. To have gone through this way. Actually, because that looks like a supply dump there. Can we see their supply hubs? So if we guess that that was a supply hub, that would be a great place to knock out for these guys, actually. That's going to have to be part of our planning, I think, going forwards now. What happens if the Republic wins? We just don't end up with a fascist Spain. I mean, I think it turns communist. But that's preferable to it being fascist, I think. And we might have some influence in it as well. We need to start building up the navies as well, which is going to be a nuisance. God, there's so much stuff to do. Oh, God, they've changed all this. Oh, you're joking. We have to... That's a huge change to the architecture. The trains and stuff are down here now in support companies, aren't they? So we can buy cheaper trains. Cut down wartime trains. Sounds like a good idea to me. Right. We've got the infantry weapons coming along. Armoured cars. Mobile infantry. Special forces. Well, Marines are always going to be useful. But not right now. Let's go back to the industry. It's a bit early for this. And I don't really want to go down synthetic oil. If we can help it. Anything in this? That's not worth it. I don't feel like there's anything too urgent to... We'll go for field hospitals. I do like field hospitals. Yeah, when you said you need to build your own tanks, I thought you meant you could just design them. I didn't realise you've had to literally research all the modules as well. Nice, this is going better now. We should have air support on this, do we? Enemy air superiority. Yeah, that's because they've got fighters, and I didn't bring any. I should have a big squadron of planes. Are they up here? Ah, my squadron's up here. Okay. Move down here. We're going to be fighting down this bit first. Looks like that bit's going to go.
Continuez l'attaque.
Just pause that because we need to get the attack on pretty quick. And I want to cut... I don't want to go across the river there, but if I can get to there, that would be brilliant. So leave the knackered division of infantry. And then the knackered division of cavalry. And then we'll move on. And then we should be looking at a pretty decent cut-off if I can get this to work. Hopefully their forces will come steaming in behind me. Glad I brought the tanks. Fuel or no fuel, I'm glad I brought them now. They might have a difficult job defending that. Right, I can bring the infantry up. Yeah, I see the supplies not looking brilliant. Oh, hang on. There's a decent cut-off there. Oh, there's something just arrived. Forget that. Let him march out. They're all trying to march out. There. Go there. Oh, we have probably hit the end of our... Nope, we're retreating. I'm not quite sure what caused that, because the infantry looked like they were doing okay. But anyway, the initial attack did not work. Leave some infantry. We'll go in again. Nothing's there. We'll go in. Maybe I should just take Cordoba, actually. Send the cavalry as well. That's what we want to do. Right. Get there and jump into Cordoba. Knock their supplies out. And for all it's not a very good front line, it should be beneficial to us. Move over. As long as they've got reinforcements coming up to defend behind us, we're good. What's my favourite World War II movie? There's a lot that I really like. Dam Busters is obviously a classic one. The Saving Private Ryan's actually really good, mostly for the start of the film. I really enjoyed that. That was the first war film that showed really shocking scenes, I think. What else have we got? Battle of Britain, made in the 60s, I think. Classic soundtrack to that one. That was another really good one. Bridge Too Far. The Longest Day, the black and white one, the D-Day one, they're all good. Downfall. Is that the one that focuses on the last days of Hitler? The fall of Hitler. Yeah, I don't think I've actually seen that. I've obviously seen loads of clips of it and the classic Hitler meme videos, but I don't think I've seen the full film. We're not paused, are we? Just wondering if I should quickly switch direction here and go for this guy. One of them's about to retreat, so that's good. Be interesting to see what happens if we knock those supplies out, you know. Maybe instead of trying to cut up there, maybe instead I should try to cut down here, because that would cut all these supplies off. Have to make sure there's nothing else that I need to be watching while all this is going on, of course. What's this going like? So we're getting military factories slowly, very slowly. You like the Darkest Hour? What's that all about? Don't think I've come across that one. There's a load of movies that I used to think were really good years ago, but when you watch them back now, they look really dated. Really dated. There's quite a few World War II movies like that. Oh, there's Dunkirk, but not the new Dunkirk. There's one with John Mills. It's a black and white one. That's actually really good. It like takes the time to build up the story behind a group of soldiers in the British Army from the first days of the conflict, really kicking off to the evacuation. I enjoyed that one. This is looking iffy about whether we're going to do this.
Continuez l'attaque.
Well, they're ordered to go in there, so it's 92% though. I think it's going to happen. Have we got the air support now? We're in. We're in. Get the cavalry in. Let's go and take their... Nice. Let's go and take that.
Continuez l'attaque.
I'm going to need an infantry division in there. That was their supply depot. Okay, let's take the cavalry and try and strike down here. Oh god, I might get cut off here. This might have been a massive mistake. So we're reviewing foreign policy at the moment. Confirm the Eastern commitments. This is what I want, so I want to be able to do these. Having said that, that doesn't say it requires anything. Oh, it does require that. And that requires that one. Okay. I think we're going to go for it. I want to form that faction. There's probably other things I should be working on before that, but... let's go for it. We've got to get that faction started. Well, I'm hoping I'm going to get some of their guys come running in here. Das Boot. Das Boot is pretty good. I watched that a long, long time ago. Come on, I will press straight on. Actually, I don't need that square anymore, do I? Because we were going to hold behind this. Come on. I've got to get there before those guys do. It's not going to happen, is it? They're going to get in there first. I was hoping to get this massive cut-off down here. So the XP is going up. It is going up nicely. Nice. What's this? Wow! Air experience is flying up. We're doing a lot of bombing. Oh, hang on. We've got points. So, modify the government. What we really know... I mean, there's loads of ones I'd love to put in here, but... I mean, I'd love to change that. I'd love to change all of these, but I think we need a military theorist. Charles de Gaulle. Armour technology. I need Battle of Maneuver to get that. I'm sure he'd be very good, but I think we're going to put anyone in. Henry Giraud. Land Doctrine, minus 10%. Is there some better ones than that? Because he's... Why is he cheaper than these? Assault, Operational Integrity, Doctrine cost. Operational Integrity? What's that? Operational Integrity. It's not one of the main things, so... I'm not quite sure what that's pointing at. Is it a particular... I don't know what that's pointing at then. The Army High Command or the Army Commander will give you XP only. What do we add in there? What do these give? Division Speed, Army Experience. Oh, these give Army Experience gain. What was I looking at? I was looking at the Theorist, wasn't I? Hang on, so these will give me XP. Ah, so they split them up. I see. I see. And because this... Oh, this requires a bit of political power, but not as much as the other one. So, Division Attack plus 5%. Division Defense plus 10%. Oh, that's always good. That's 0.9 daily. What do I have to get for that, then? I need to get the Defensive Focus. I feel like it's probably worth holding out for those. Mind you, these are cheaper. Division Defense plus 5%. Speed is always good. I'm going to go for that because it's cheap and I can still afford something else afterwards. I might end up fighting the Soviets. Yeah. We'll have to worry about that. Let me have another look at the Theorist here. Have I tried other games from Paradox before? Well, I've played a lot of Hearts of Iron. I've played Crusader Kings 3, which is really, really good. And a bit of Crusader Kings 2, but I've enjoyed 3 more. What else have I played? I briefly looked at Europa Universalis games. I love the idea of them, but I couldn't get into them at the time at all. So we have points to change this, so that's going to help that. What does a theorist do, actually? If I go... So these just reduce doctrine costs now. They don't give experience. That's an important note. Change to note. Political advisors. Democratic reformers. A technocrat. Research speed is quite nice. A backroom backstabber. A silent workhorse. That would be really good. I could do with political power. War industrialist would also be really, really good. Captain of industry. Railway construction speed. See, these are all going to be useful. Elusive gentleman. I'm not much interested in the spying side of the game, I've got to say. I have played through... I haven't streamed a full playthrough with it, but I have played through a full game with the spying rules, and they don't really excite me all that much. There's some use to them, but I think I might go for that and boost. Yeah, let's boost that. Get some political power in there. Right, I'm going to try and cut off this section down here. It's looking promising at the moment. Have you seen the captain, Michael? Which is was that one of the options for a general? Was it? I mean, for one of these chaps, because I didn't notice if it was. Or is the captain a film that we're talking about? Are we still talking about films? It looks like we might actually break in here. It's great if we can. Can you get Spain on your side after the war? Don't want to be fighting them if the Soviets attack you. We'll worry about that if it happens. I don't think the Soviets will attack at first, because we're going to be following... Most countries will be following historical precedents in this. So that'll actually make it a little bit easier for us, because we're going to know what's coming. But the USSR can definitely get dragged into wars with the Allies later on in the game. Something we need to be wary of. Where did my tank division just go? Oh, it is there. The cavalry's not getting stuck in anymore. In fact, it's having none of it, and we've retreated out completely. Is this really the defeat? Oh, it's because we've got all sorts of weird... Oh no, it is just us. Spain requests aid. Though the political situation in Spain has long been unstable, it appears that the severity of the conflict has taken the Spanish government by surprise. They have requested any aid we can muster to help them in their fight against fascism and urge us to not dally too long in this critical time. It is doubtful whether the Republican government can win the current civil war without outside assistance, and though the victory of a democratic Spain would be a desirable outcome, it is likely that providing this aid would encourage communist sympathizers in our own country. They rely on us, and we must aid them even at our own risk. Plus 50 political power. We cannot risk our political stability to aid them. What's this going to do, though? Spanish Civil War commitments. Opinion of Spain plus 25 game-based war support. Well, that's not a bad thing. 10% popularity in favour of communism, though. I don't really want to go communist. Might not be a terrible thing, though. Templar, thanks again for the hydrate there. No, then, I don't think I have seen The Captain if it's a movie. Who's in it? And what is it about? What is my... Oh, That's going to be a swing, and it's going to come off this, so it's going to be down to 46 to 40. Don't like that. Do we lose stability, by the way? Just political power. Go on, I'm going to do it. I'll regret it later. Right, bring these forces over. help this fight, and then we need to try and crush the defenders of Seville. I am expecting this to go wrong as well, so when this goes wrong, I'm going to railroad the army up there, and we're going to sort out the mess that happens. Let's just speed this up a bit. I think we can go on a faster pace. Fuel. We have a bit of a stock of fuel, so let's put these ships back into training. Let me know if you notice that go down, by the way, because if it drops too low. And we'll get a penalty in all the combats and stuff that we're involved in.
Continuez l'attaque.
This guy's knackered. If only we weren't caught up in this stupid attack here, we could then come charging out and then we could take this place. Oh, not now, though. That opportunity is gone. Mind you, he's going to be moving on. Sometime I should play Poland. The new tree can give you a country that can conquer the whole world. That might be fun to look at. Can we do this? No, we're just getting lots of cock blocker spoiler attacks that trigger before we can actually activate. Now, if we can pull this one off, that's looking suddenly unlikely. Oh, no. It went through a very bad-looking phase. Surround this, and then we've got a nice big fat river to defend. And we can go and sort out a mess up north somewhere. The shorter we can make the front line for the Republican forces, the more they can concentrate the troops, and they should get a nice advantage. And we're through. I'll move the cavalry on to Cadiz. Oh, no. No. My infantry... Oh, it's not my infantry. Well, some of my infantry might be... It's all retreating out of there. This could go very bad for me here. Right, let's stop those guys moving out. We can't afford that. Yes, that's what I was waiting for. This is what I was waiting for. Right. Let's get everyone over there out of the fight. And if we can quickly try and go and mess this up. And then try and save. Oh, hang on. This looks promising. If I could kill that there. Or at least help with it. Oh, they've done it. They've done it. Brilliant. Right, let's go up here. Just guard that port. Where are my planes at? They're not there. Right, we're going to strengthen the Little Entente, which doesn't do anything to start with. We can get an alliance with Poland first. Does that require one of the following? I need that. Okay, I need to get the strengthened government thing, and that, which is going to be really useful. So let's do this, and then we're going to try and catch up with the economy afterwards. I realise it doesn't look like we're in a great position to go to war with Germany right now. Where are my aircraft down here? There. Right, get bombing this bit. I can't build any more, can I? No, I can't. Well, I can put 29 fighters in, but I'm not going to. Yes, alright, so this needs to be sorted out super quick.